Back, Uys. I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon, but Uys Jonker from South Africa won the day, his second day win here at Narromine in 15-meter class yesterday. Congratulations.
No, thanks, Sean. It was good.
How did the race go yesterday? It was a more difficult day yesterday.
Yeah, it was much more difficult. The weather was very unsure what we're going to expect, and with a high cloud cover, the heat on the ground was much slower than expected, and we had some troubles to start, and there was just a big uncertainty in the whole race. Also, when I landed, I was not very happy with my performance. I thought, no, I could have done much better. So I see that everybody suffered in the end. So it was a difficult task.
Yes, and it was an AAT task, which is unusual.
Yeah. So I think there were two areas, maybe that some areas where you could make points yesterday. First was the start. The problem with starting the PVs and waiting a 10-minute zone was quite difficult, because it was possible that the weather recycled and that you'd fall down after the initial climb to wait for 10 minutes. We were lucky, me and Ricardo, that we climbed quite far away from the start line and we could stay high until our PV times were suitable. So firstly we had a good start. And then the second point, we had to turn in the second sector. We didn't have a good climb in the second sector where we wanted to have it, but we turned early enough without a climb, and then we got a decent climb out, and we had decent climbs coming back, and a little bit of a slow climb coming in final glide. I thought I could have done much better on final glide if I was a bit more aggressive, but at the time we were unsure and it felt weak.
Right.
It was difficult. It was really hard work.
Yes, it looked very difficult. I mean, it was 110 kilometers as opposed to 150 kilometers the day before, and 350 odd kilometers. So, and you say you got a good climb, but it was only to what, 6,000 or 7,000 feet?
Yeah, it was the initial one before the start was quite higher. Yeah. But this is the highest we got. After that, we never got good climbs. We could not really climb this last bit. The climbs weakened too much, and we thought it was a good idea to run, and then you regret it after a while and thought, maybe I should have climbed a little bit longer, because the convection depth was not so high, so you got quite easily into trouble. And you can see many of the other classes also suffered with the outlandings, and if you just missed one climb yesterday, you were in trouble.
Yeah, it looked like a very, very tough day indeed, but you won, and now I think you're only 7 points behind the leader, Sebastian Kawa, who maintains his lead, but by a very, very thin margin. So what do you think of the weather today?
I have not looked so much. It's quite a long task, and it looks if they are good. It could be a real good day, but quite a long task. So I think the task setters are doing a good job testing us, and I think all the pilots in the class, there's a lot of very, very good pilots, so they're very competitive. So it's actually a privilege to stand here amongst a group of pilots like that. It is not so expected, if I must admit. The pilots are very, very good.
All right, good. Well, we have a big day here ahead of us at Narromine with hopefully somewhat improved conditions. So maybe we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
That would be good, but difficult. Thanks, Sean.
All right, okay. Thanks very much, Uys Jonker.